Hello and welcome to the show. Apologies for the noise in the background, but I guess at this point you guys are used to it anyway. So let me just head straight into business. Okay, so today on the show, I'd like us to do a live case study. And we're going to look at how we can make our business messaging shorter and more effective. Now, as usual, I'm going to be doing this on WhatsApp. And I'm sure some of you are going to say WhatsApp again. And yes, it is WhatsApp again. Because lots of us have access to WhatsApp, and so it's the default thing that lots of us are using to promote our businesses. And as usual, I received a WhatsApp message today, and that's kind of what inspired today's podcast episode. Now, why am I doing this? Apart from the fact that I received another WhatsApp message today, it's also because, there are a couple of things that I'm trying to emphasize, a couple of gospels that I'm trying to preach. Number one gospel is that most people are not reading messages. Most people are skimming messages. In fact, when I started off in wedding photography over 15 years ago, it's one thing that used to confuse me. And I won't lie, it's one thing that used to frustrate me. You talk to a bride, blah, blah, blah. Some brides like to be, what's that word? I don't know. There are some people that just want everything to be dotted and or whatnot. Then they'll say sign contract. Okay, no problem, we'll sign contract. At the end of the day, they won't read. I'm like, but I sent this thing to you. You said you read it. Clearly, this provision was in here. And, how come you're acting like you've never seen this thing before? Anyway, so after a while, in my early business days, I just realized that, Nigerians don't read. I thought it was a Nigerian problem. But it turns out, talking to other people, because, you have colleagues who are, doing business in other parts of the world, it turns out it's a universal thing. So it's not as if people don't read, though. It's just that nowadays people are skimming. So you send them 10 pages, they will just open it and then they'll just fly through. If this thing catches their attention, then they'll know that, we need to pay attention to this. But they'll just fly through it looks good. And then put it, and then before you know it, they forget. So it's not as if people are becoming illiterate or anything. It's just that people are skimming. Now, especially online, you're sending WhatsApp, you're sending email, you're sending whatever. Most people are skimming. They are not reading. And it is a universal problem. So just in case, you're starting off business now and the thing is really, really frustrating you, don't worry. There are other people who have been frustrated before you and, it's not an emergency. The sky is not falling. Nothing is happening. People are just skimming. They are not reading. Skimming is when you just open the message and you just, touch one or two pages, bounce across 3 or 4 lines and then you just exit. Like, okay, I understand the message. So, because many people are skimming messages, longer messages are not getting read in their entirety. Let me repeat. If you're in the habit of sending long messages are not getting read from top to bottom, all the way, complete. So if you're in the habit of sending long messages, please truncate that thing. Truncate the message and also truncate that habit of sending long messages. Also, I don't think lots of people have realized that messages should have stronger and more compelling calls to action. Now, this message that I received this morning did have a call to action, and that was really good because there are lots of you that are sending WhatsApp messages, you're not putting call to action. So, there's something I want to stress, and this is it. Now, because my father was a journalist, Momsi was in marketing communications, and then, of course, their colleagues, them, you hang around all these people and you hear some stuff. I was able to get a very comfortable back row seat, and see behind how some of these things are done. Because for the average person in Nigeria, we go to school, they teach us English, they teach us this, they teach us that, they teach us how to write. So the average person thinks, if I have written this thing well, communication has taken place. Let me repeat. The average Nigerian, because of the education we receive, we assume that I wrote this thing well. I used the right words. I used the right sentences. I was able to convey my thoughts eloquently. The average person assumes that if I do that, then communication has happened. But because I'm the son of a journalist and the son of a marketing communications professional, hanging around in those circles as a little boy, I was able to learn that communication has not happened unless the person on the other end takes some action. So for people in the professional communication space, it is until somebody does one action, they will now know that they have communicated. So let's say you're a marketer and Peter Obi is getting ready to run again, they hire you for the campaign. Some of you might say, we did a bastard marketing campaign, as in it was on fleek. Like, come and see the graphics, come and see this, the that, come and see the everything that we did. That thing was on point. If people don't come out and vote for Peter Obi, then from a professional communication standpoint, they would say that no communication took place. Let me repeat. The average Nigerian will think, I made solid graphics. We used correct video. We used words and messages and compelling stories and everything. But if nobody comes out to vote, then communication did not take place because no action happened. So for professional communicators, that is the hallmark. What action did somebody take after they received the message? So for folks like my father, who started off as a journalist, radio space, print journalism, TV journalism. Later on, he would work with National Orientation Agency. I think that used to be called MAMSA. I think it used to be MAMSA before. Something for mass mobilization and something. Then anyway, it was National Orientation Agency. So for those sorts of people, if you keep putting out public campaign after public campaign, when I was a young boy growing up in Abuja, lots of families from Benue State, Nasarawa State. There was no Nasarawa at the time, but Benue, Plateau, that whole area. And there's this thing that we do in our side. I mean, it's not good. But anyway, people used to do it. That is when you want to clear farmland. Instead of using hoe and cutlass to clear the farmland, you just set fire to the whole place. And then, of course, Tiv people, when they want to hunt for bushmeat, you just set fire to the whole place. So there used to be lots of bush burning going around back in those days. And man, that thing used to cause chaos. In fact, there was this my classmate, what was his name again? Korede. Yeah, Korede. So Korede's house, his Popsy's house. That's how Popsy's house burned to. Somebody set fire to clear farmland. Before you know it, the fire has entered their house. So that thing used to cause lots of problems. So as a young boy now, growing up in Abuja in the 80s, entering into 90s, there were all these campaigns about stop bush burning, stop fire burning, stop fire burning. If you want to clear farmland, use cutlass and hoe. All this kind of stuff. Stop bush burning. So for someone like my father, if you keep releasing all these campaigns and people are still burning bush, then it means effective communication has not happened. The same thing with my mom, who would go on to be a marketing communications professional. If you're running advertising campaigns and people are not buying, then communication has not taken place. I know I'm overflogging it, but I just want you guys to understand that it's not about how sweet or eloquent the word is, or how tight the graphics or the whatever. But if we send the thing and nobody took action, from a professional point of view, communication has not taken place. You might feel like you've communicated something, but we didn't see, you didn't see any action at the end of it. Communication has not taken place. So, the actions that people take, the responses that you see, is the hallmark of effective communication. So please, take that in mind. If you're sending WhatsApp broadcast messages and nobody is replying to say how much, how far, when can you deliver, when are you available, where is your shop, do you have it in black, do you have it in green, can you deliver to Sokoto? If you're not getting those kind of responses, then please just know you are not communicating. Then, so also another thing I'm trying to inspire is for people to have more problem-based messaging, or messaging around the UVP. That's the unique value proposition. Unique value proposition, big word, but it just means, what is the main reason why people are buying from you? If you're dropping these kind of things there, problems that you solve, or the main reasons why people buy from you, it will pique curiosity in the ideal people that you want to reach. For instance, I was listening with my wife, I think it was like 2 days ago, and there was something on TV about sugar mummies. So my wife was like, I said, now that sugar mummies now, that is a big business in Nigeria. She started laughing. I said, look, seriously, it's a big business. You don't receive the emails. She said, which emails? I said, emails that say, single, lonely lady in Abuja looking for a friend willing to change your lifestyle. Something like that. All those messages. My wife said, I said, no, seriously, they send those messages. But of course, as soon as I get them, I delete, spam, everything. So there was no no proof that I could show her. So Just in case, you're wondering if there's sugar mommy business in Nigeria. There is. It's alive. It's thriving. Not that I patronize, I'm not a customer, but it's thriving. So those people now, look at how they send their messages. They don't send blankets of text. They just send looking for single Abuja big girl single, how do they put it again? Looking for single mature lady friend in Abuja, ? That kind of thing. You can see now that they're heading straight to, that is problem-based messaging. So that people who are looking for mature single ladies in Abuja, once they see the message, bam, as in, their brain will just lock in. So, and then of course, unique value proposition there is that, you render a service to single Abuja lady, and then your life gets changed. She transfers you dollars. That's if that's your thing. By the way, I hope there are no children listening to this podcast. Okay, I should have given a warning. Okay, you know what? Let me just end this example here, just in case you're listening and your child happens to be listening as well. But what I'm just trying to say is that was a crude example. But you can see that it is very direct, it's very straight to the point. The UVP is clear. The problem that they're solving is clear. The person who sees it and who is into that kind of thing will click it immediately and understand. And will now WhatsApp or click or reply email or whatever. So those are also ways of making our messaging much more effective. So I think that's just the gospel that I'm trying to preach nowadays, pretty much when it comes to WhatsApp. Don't let it be too long. People are not reading. People are skimming. Then, when you send the message, don't congratulate yourself. Because there's some of you who will broadcast and send to 5,000 people. You will now congratulate yourself and say that, okay, today I have done work. If you broadcast to 5,000 people, but nobody took action on anything or any action you would like, then you have done nothing. In other words, you send 5,000 messages first week of January, 5,000 second week of January, 5,000 third week of January, 5,000 fourth week of January. Don't congratulate yourself and say that you sent X number of messages if after sending all those messages, people did not respond to say, are you available? How much? Where is your shop? Can you deliver to Umuahia? Do you have this in green size? Or do you have the one that comes from Bangladesh? Okay, then let's see what else. Then, of course, use problem statements and include the unique value proposition so that the people who you're trying to reach, when they see it, you will just click one time. They will understand. Okay, so we're going to do this case study now. We're using a WhatsApp message that was sent to me real time. I received this thing this morning. It was sent to me by a business person. The business person is not a listener of the podcast. Her name is Zenani. I know she won't mind me mentioning that. Because I'm also going to promote her business at the end of the day. Because I think what she's doing is really, really great for those of you who are Lagos-based. So I think you guys should check her out. And then it's also a real problem. Because like back when wifey and I were in the old house, because now we're currently in the new house, we don't have a house girl, no house boy. So everything is up to both of us. So we also tried some of these solutions, trying to get shopping done at home and things like that. So it's a real need, basically. Let me just put it that way. So Zenani is someone I met while filming a documentary for the British Council on sustainable business in Nigeria. Oh yes, by the way, you heard me correctly. Yes, I have gotten rid of the wedding photography business, but corporate money is sweet. So whenever corporate organizations call me, I show up and I get it done, especially for video projects like documentaries, because documentaries are fun. So yes, I am a business consultant, but in my past life, I used to carry camera. So if the money is right, I am not opposed to carrying camera again. But, that's just a side thing. So anyway, that's how Zenani and I got in touch. British Council had this thing on sustainable business. It's a program that they have that is aimed at entrepreneurial development and then knowledge and cultural exchange between Nigeria and the UK. So people who took part in the program got some training here, received some facilitation. They went to the UK, received some training, also received some facilitation. Let me not talk too much, and then came back here. So that's the goal of the program. And by the way, in case you haven't figured it out, one reason why I talk about them a lot on the podcast is because I really do think that they're an organization that is doing real good for Nigerian youth. British Council, then they try for us. Whether it's entrepreneurial development, whether it's gender-based violence, whether it's women empowerment, whether it's what else, improving the value chain in agriculture or whatever, as in they try. I have to hand it to them. Hopefully, one day in Nigeria, we will have that kind of organization that will also be trying for people in other parts of the world. Like I hear now that things are rough in Niger. That's just that I'm hearing. So it wouldn't be bad if Nigeria has some kind of organizations that is doing good stuff in Niger and other places that could use the help of a big brother. Anyway, let me go back to the main thing. So, documentary work now. That's how me and Zenani met. And, she's a correct babe. Her business is doing all right. And I definitely endorse and I support her business. So anyway, this is the message that she broadcast to everybody. So I received it. So the message went like this. Happy Sunday, fam. We hope you're having a restful and beautiful day. Remember, good food makes every moment better, and we've got you covered. At MeeBest Foods, we sell clean, neatly packaged foodstuffs at affordable prices. We also offer goat meat and cow sharing, ensuring you get fresh, quality meat without stress. Plus, we ship abroad with doorstep delivery, so you have nothing to worry about. Add us on WhatsApp to place your orders and enjoy a seamless shopping experience. Don't forget to refer us to a friend. Quality food deserves to be shared. Thank you for trusting us always. Again, let me reread the message. Happy Sunday, fam. We hope you're having a restful and beautiful day. Remember that good food makes every moment better, and we've got you covered. At MeeBest Foods, we sell clean, neatly packaged foodstuffs at affordable prices. We also offer goat meat and cow sharing, ensuring you get fresh, quality meat without stress. Plus, we ship abroad with doorstep delivery, so you have nothing to worry about. Add us on WhatsApp to place your orders and enjoy a seamless shopping experience. Don't forget to refer us to a friend. Quality food deserves to be shared. Thank you for trusting us always. So that's the message that she sent. Now, my initial reaction when I saw it was, I like the message because I think it's kind of, I like it. Let me just put it that way. But of course, you guys know that every single time I read a WhatsApp message over here on the show, my initial thing is, can we cut this thing down? Because even though I like the message, to be honest, the message was a 2 or 3 finger flip, 2-3 finger flips. Remember what I said. When you're reading this message on a laptop, one screen will be okay. But most people are reading on their phone. So flip. And in my own opinion, we should reduce the number of flip that somebody has to do to read your message. If somebody can open it one time and get the gist and then carry out the action, all good. If the person opens and the person has to do one flip, okay, no problem. But in my own opinion, by the time we're doing 4, 5, 6 flip, let's face it, who's going to be doing flip to read your message? People have things to do. Children to attend to, work to do, build their business. What else? Go to the mechanic. You never know. People have all kinds of things to do. So my initial reaction was, even though I love the message, I wanted to see if we could edit it for length, make it punchier, and then include a much more stronger and clearer call to action. So those were my initial reactions. So now, as I was chilling, because I was in the car wash when this message came in, I said, okay, let me just quickly rewrite this thing. So I now pulled out my keyboard and then just started drafting. Now, this was my first draft, and I wanted to use as many of her own words as possible. So me doing this was mostly, delete this, maybe change this word. So now this is version 1 that I came up with. Remember what I said about unique value proposition and problem-based statements and then all of that. So this is my own version. Do you need clean, neatly packaged foodstuffs at affordable prices? Are you interested in goat meat and cow sharing without stress delivered to your doorstep? Please add MeeBest Foods on our WhatsApp business line. Click here to place your orders. Of course, the click, because WhatsApp generates that link where we wa.me, then your phone number. So the moment somebody clicks that thing, they'll enter straight into your inbox. And by the way, for those of you who do QR codes in business, that is what I mean when I say stop using QR and sending people to your Instagram or sending people to your website. QR, so that when somebody does that QR thing, it will be this wa.me link. It will just take them straight into your inbox. Because the goal is we're trying to get people to have conversations with us, because it's from having conversations that we make money. Okay, so again, let me read the version that I came up with. Some of you might not like it because it doesn't sound sexy, but the thing is, it's short and it's not a two flipper. Do you need clean, neatly packaged foodstuffs at affordable prices? Are you interested in goat meat and cow sharing without stress delivered to your doorstep? Please add MeeBest Foods to our business line. Click here to place your order. So you can see it's very short. Yes, I know it doesn't sound sexy, but it's short. The goal is we're trying to get people to read with their short attention spans and to take some action. So for me, the call to action here was click here to place your order. So once they click, the thing will just go straight up into your WhatsApp inbox. So direct message. Oh, by the way, that's true. People that she's sending this to also have how on WhatsApp. I see. Anyway, no problem, Sha. It's all good. Oh, by the way, MeeBest Foods is not M-E. It is M-E-E. So M-E-E and then Best Foods. But the MeeBest is one word. M-E-E-B-E-S-T. Then Foods. In case you want to check out. So that was my own shorter version. So like I said, my goal in the edit now was to make this thing short so that people do not have to scroll to read. I don't want people to do flip to read the whole message. I just want, like, once the screen open, everything is just on that one screen. And you just use your eye, glance it one time. And then you can decide, do I want goat meat or I don't want goat meat? Am I clicking or am I not clicking? Make it short, call to action clear, so that people know what to do next. So that was my goal, even though it's not sexy. But I thought about it now. Yeah, even though it's short, it's not sexy. So I said, let me now throw this thing into Google Gemini. That's my own short version into Google Gemini. Now, for those of you who bought your Android phones, I'm also an Android user, so don't be ashamed. There are lots of us. And besides, Android phones are quality phones too, so don't be ashamed if you're not an iPhone person. So if you bought your Android phone in 2024 or in 2025, in fact, maybe even late 2023, this thing that I just mentioned, Google Gemini, is already on your phone. So no need to go and no need to download anything. All you have to do is open up your phone. Most Android phones, whether it's Xiaomi or Tecno or whatever, come with a folder that is labeled as Google. Go to that folder, click on it, keep scrolling until you see a white icon that has a blue star in it. The star only has 4 points. That is Google Gemini. It's already on your phone. So I took my short message now. I just copied and pasted in Gemini, and then I asked it for suggestions. Is there anything we can do to this message to make this message more effective? And then it gave me some suggestions, and I said, well, it's okay. So I just said, okay, adopt the suggestions now. Just render the whole thing. Let me see. And so this is what Google Gemini now came up with. Not from her original message, it's my own shorter message. And this is what Google Gemini suggested. Google Gemini said, experience the convenience of fresh, affordable groceries delivered to your doorstep. Enjoy hassle-free meat sharing with our convenient delivery service. Order now and experience the MeeBest Foods difference. Place your order easily. And then the link was there. So you can see that this one is also short. It is also not a two flipper. As in, once you open it, you just see one time. Maybe I'm prejudiced, but to be honest, I prefer my own chat. What do you guys think? But definitely, yes, the Google Gemini version, it sounds much more sexier. It sounds like what a marketing campaign should be. But then again, I'm not a marketer, I'm a salesperson. I'm just trying to get results. I'm just trying to make money. So sometimes I sacrifice being, what's that word? Effective. Sometimes I don't care how sweet it looks if it gets me the results. So yes, this one is more sexy. Excuse me. Experience the convenience of fresh, affordable groceries delivered to your doorstep. Enjoy hassle-free meat sharing with our convenient delivery service. Order now and experience the MeeBest Foods difference. Place your order easily, then the link. Now, the rationale that Google Gemini gave me for changing my short message was this. It said that question statements are weaker. And I'm curious, like, how can you say question statements is weaker? And that by saying experience the blah, 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 that's stronger. But anyway, you never know. And that when I said click here to place your orders, that was too bland and not interesting enough. Yeah, that one I agree, because definitely, mine was maybe too short, maybe too straight to the point, not sexy enough. So this whole thing of, what did Gemini say again? Okay, order now and experience the MeeBest Food difference. Place your order easily. Pop, then they can put the link. So maybe that's a more colorful way to do it. But then again, I am in sales. And of course, in sales, what we worry about is results. And a good salesperson is not stubborn. So, since sales is all about experimenting, it's all about iterating, it's all about taking feedback, and it's all about doing whatever is the most effective thing to do in the moment to drive sales. Because in the past, I've had business partners, like my brother, and then also I was in business with my brother-in-law. If I put my own idea did not make money, you brought your own idea, and your own idea makes money, then by all means, we will run with your own idea until it stops making us money. Because that's what we're all about, it's sales. So it is the market, it is the user, it's the customer, it's the client that will tell us which one is the best. So I now contacted Zenani, the business owner, and I asked her, I told her, okay, just join me in this experiment. And she was down. So I said, okay, these are the two versions. I sent it to her. Send these two versions out over different time intervals, and I'm curious, let us see which performs better. If her initial message that she sent performs better than the other two, I will let you guys know. Excuse me. But I suspect that the two ones that I came up with, mine and ChatGPT, I suspect that they might work better. If the Google Gemini. If the Google Gemini one works better than mine, I'll let you guys know. If mine works better, I'll let you guys know. But the thing is, we're running the experiment, and I want to see which one works better. By the way, for those of you who have active businesses now, not people who are listening to the show and thinking, what business will I start? As in, you have the business, you have started. You see, this is how we actually do things. So it's not about, my word is law, I'm the most experienced, I'm the most whatever. You can come up with an idea. Somebody else in your team might say, but okay, let's do like this. And, you have 3 or 4 options, you test. The one that wins at the end of the day is the one that is bringing in the most money or the right kind of clients. That's one you now double down on. So this is how it works. So she sent one message. I'm a friend of hers who is a consultant, and I also nerd out over business matters. I came up with 2. And you see her approach. She's like, sure, no problem. She will send the 2 at the end of the day, because she's a businesswoman, Lagos babe. At the end of the day, it's the one that is bringing in the most money that she will continue. So that is the right attitude. So regardless of how the experiment turns out, like I said at the beginning of today's episode, I'm trying to inspire a few things. And those of you who've been listening to my podcast for a while, number 1, be brave enough to try shorter messages and increase the chances that people are going to read your messages. Because to be honest, 20 years ago, people were not reading. And I bet you today, people are not reading. People are skimming. Then, I'm also trying to inspire this whole thing of, look, call to action is really important. Spend time and think about it. She clearly wants people to see that message and then to add her WhatsApp, add her business WhatsApp to their comment, and also to place orders. You can say that that's deliberate thinking. Although, in my own opinion, I just cut out that first part about adding to the WhatsApp business, because if you click on the link and you go to the business, by the time you do 1 or 2 interactions and the thing kind of makes sense, you will store the number anyway. So that is why I prioritized click here to place your order. So call to action, really important. Stop sending out broadcast message and you did not put call to action. What is the point? Please think about it. Then, the final thing that I want to inspire, hopefully, is that you guys do not have to brainstorm alone. So 15, 20 years ago, In fact, forget 15, 20 years ago, when my popsy was starting to sell cement in the 80s, if you were brainstorming, if we brainstorming you alone, it would have been him and then Momsy sitting down and be, trying to come up with ideas like, okay, what do you think? What do you think? Luckily, times have changed. Because of WhatsApp and social media, we now have access to other people, friends, just like me and Zinani, just like, we're now friends. You don't have access to friends easily. You can say, oh, this person is a consultant or this person is a business nerd. You can now send the person a message. You can, ask one or two things. If you don't have people like that in your circle, I've told you that Gemini is already on your phone. This phone that you're using to listen to this podcast. ChatGPT is, if you're an iPhone person, I think on iPhone it's Copilot that is on your phone. And Copilot uses ChatGPT to do all the gishbao that, the AI tool does. So, whether you're an iPhone user or you're an Android user, this thing is already here on your phone. These AI tools are here and can help with basic brainstorming and basic copywriting. Like you can see, I took one version, I used my mind, I made it shorter. I now used my own short version, threw it into Gemini, came up with another version. Some of you asked me the question, which one is the best to use? And my own opinion is stop bothering yourselves with that question. There's nothing, just this fascination. I don't know where this fascination comes from. It's like back in my wedding photography days, people would be asking me which is the best camera. Like, what the hell? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Take the camera that you have. Take the camera that you can afford. Go and learn how to use the thing well. And learn the fundamentals of your craft. You'll be fine. When you have money to upgrade to another camera, upgrade. But now, why are you antagonizing yourself? So it's the same thing. Which is the best tool to use? It doesn't matter. Android users, you already have Gemini on your phone. It's native to your phone. Why start using it now? And the thing has access to the internet. Instead, you guys will waste 2 or 3 weeks thinking which is the best tool to use and then start going to go and research the best AI tool. Just take the thing that's already on the phone and start using the damn thing. If you bought Windows computer, Copilot is, no, ChatGPT is already on the Windows computer. Just go ahead and use the damn thing. So, there's no point in looking for which one is the best. So long as we're talking about text-based inquiries. You're trying to ask ChatGPT, what is your opinion on this? Gemini, help me rewrite this. Or Copilot, help me compose this. Now, if you're thinking of video and graphics and all these sorts of things, now you can start thinking which one is best. Because there are some AI that are purely for making video. Some are purely for making graphics. Some are purely for doing sound, composing and editing and things like that. So when it comes to that, some are more better for the others. But if you're going to be purely on a text-based level, like me, I only do text. I don't say, ChatGPT, create a picture of a queen of the coast sitting on a loaf of bread. I don't create images. Well, not anymore. All I do is just text-based stuff. If you're doing text-based things, the one that is already on your phone, the one that is already on your computer is a good place to start. And the more you use it, the better you will get. The more the thing will understand you, the more it will understand your writing style, your reasoning style, and the better results that you will get. So just take whatever is native to your device and continue to run with it. So the reason why I use Android and I use Gemini, and I tell people to use Gemini is because, look, the thing is already on your phone. So just go ahead and be using it. So either way, we now have the power of these digital assistants freely at our fingertips. Let us take advantage of these sorts of things. Oh, and my conversation with Zinani just threw up one more thing. Let me share with you guys. Zinani is thinking of creating a website for her business because she doesn't have one. And she told me of a service called Bumper, Bumpa. Never heard of it before. Did some checking. But it looks like it's a platform that helps Nigerian business owners to manage their online and offline sales. So they said they have tools for managing inventory, for managing sales, for managing customer relationships, and then for managing online presence. So that's where this whole website thing comes up, because they have some website creator tool that would allow users to create online store, and you don't need to learn how to code and things like that. And I think you can accept payment on the website and those sorts of things. So she told me about it, and I said, well, let me just come and share. I am not an affiliate of Bumper. So please, if you're going to check them out or going to use them, independently verify that this is good for you and for your business. Because what you're hearing from me is them say. I was gisting with Zenani. Zenani told me. I said, hey, I've never heard of bumper. So I said, let me just share the gist with you guys. But it's them say. So don't go and try something you now hook and say that Tavishima told you. Like, no, I didn't tell you. My friend gave me gist. I'm giving you gist. I also thought to mention, because when I was getting into business in Nigeria a while ago, the popular options back then was GoDaddy for website hosting. So me and my brother-in-law, and the website was GoDaddy hosting. I can't remember how we created the website. Then for my brother, the photography and video business, we started off with WordPress. So we did a free WordPress site, and then later on we now paid for it, and then stuff like that. So that's what we used to use back in the day: GoDaddy, WordPress. So nowadays, Bumper. So looks like we have new website solutions coming into the Nigerian market. So, go out there, do your research and see what works. If you're interested in learning about Zenani, sorry, one moment. Okay, sorry about that. A notification came in on my phone. I wanted to see if that was important. So if you're interested in learning about Zenani and her business, then check the Instagram handle, because the website is not available yet. Again, it is MeeBest Foods on Instagram, written together as one word: MEeBest, and then FOODS, MeeBest Foods. It's a wonderful service. It's a useful service. We tried one out in Abuja, but of course the lady got busy, and then the service started slipping, so we just stopped. But if you can find something like this, it actually saves a lot of hassle. That you come back from work, school runs, everything, and then 4:00 somebody just shows up and they say, here's your tomato, here's the rice, here's the beans, here's the meat, here's the it makes life a whole lot easier. And at the time that we tried the lady out in Abuja, it wasn't expensive. So us leaving her is because quality dropped. That's the Abuja lady. But Zenani, MeeBest Foods, this is in Lagos. So those of you who are listening to the show in Lagos, give her a try. Let her know that Tabishima sent you, and you are not going to be disappointed. If nothing else, she will not want to disappoint me. So she'll take good care of you guys. So if you'd love to connect with me for a strategy session, a business audit, or you have questions you'd like me to answer, the number to reach out to me on is 080-6466-2140. The country code is +234. That is my WhatsApp number. Also connect with me on what's that thing called? LinkedIn. Connect with me on LinkedIn. That's my only social media. The name to look for is Tavishima Ayede. I also have a YouTube channel with the same name, Tavishima Ayede. You can find this recording there with a host of 1,070 something other ones. Free resources. Take advantage of it. So thank you very much for your time and attention. I'll catch you guys at the next episode.